Hey, what's up? Just had a blooper. I dropped my phone in the water. I sit right real close to this edge on these rocks here at this creek in Denver, Colorado. And in my head, I was like, I always knew that I was going to do that because I always sit here. You know, I also envision me falling into the water one day because I'm like always walking on the rocks trying to keep my balance. But it's been really hot here lately, very humid. Yesterday was really hot and humid. Today is really hot and humid. And been back since from the Rainbow Gathering for like 4 days maybe or so. And so I was at the Rainbow Gathering for 10 days. So I'm trying to catch up on these videos. I'm doing 2 videos a day. I just did the Emperor, and now this is the Ten of Wands. And yeah, I'm on a roll. I'm really still enjoying doing these videos, learning about tarot. I'm still, you know, even ones that I've already reviewed, I've I can't remember it all, but I'm trying, and hopefully one day I'll be reading cards on the street somewhere. So anyway, the ten of Wands. So how I understand it, like, it's interesting because the yellow and the orange makes me think of like something really like pleasant and good. But anyway, I'm gonna maybe look up the colors and stuff because I can't really remember seeing a figure like fully dressed in yellow like that. It's really kind of nice. But the Ten of Wands, Wands is fire and passion, and so it's this person working really hard, and he's, you know, stacking up these wands. So he's working really hard at his passion project, but it almost looked overwhelming. Like, it looks like a struggle. So it could mean like you're working really hard, and I think now that you need a break. Usually it's something, it means things in the background. There's a castle in the background, so I guess he's working, I don't know, maybe for the people in the castle. But I'm gonna look up more interpretations about the King of Wands, and all right. So yeah, let me like get this in there. Yeah, so overworked, the Ten of Wands, like having too many projects, and yeah, just it symbolizes you like you're working really hard. I'm gonna look up some more stuff. Okay. And so also it was why I love tarot so much, because even though I have like my favorite cards, all the cards are talking about evolving and attainment, and then even, you know, after attaining what it is that you were meant to obtain, you go on, you go forward, and you gain more stuff. So, and then it has cards that speak about being at a point where you've obtained something. So here with tens, it tends to speak about attainment. So another way to look at it is that he obtained all these things, and also that it was more than he expected. So that's why it looks like, you know, he's struggling with all that he's gained, and more than he's expected. And so now he is also able to share this with his community. Maybe that's his community back there. Like maybe he's walking to the, yeah, it kind of made me think of the Rainbow Gathering when there was this hard fire, and the fire needed wood, and so we went into the forest and collected like big pieces of log and twigs and stuff, and brought it back to the fire. And to me, it was an easy way to help, because the fire was something that they wanted to have going every day at the gathering, so it needed wood. And some mornings I would gather up some twigs, and so many that it almost felt like it was a struggle to carry it back. But so it kind of reminds me of that, like he's taking this wood to like feed the fire of the gathering, which is back here in the castle. Trying to think of anything else. But yeah, that's one way of looking at it. Try to remember that like tens is attainment, and nine is almost close to attainment, but 10 is the I guess the final. And then other cards that speak about attainment is like the world, like you've reached the end of the fool's journey. And then I guess death and tower, they're kind of about like breaking down old things and bringing in new things. So in a sense, you've obtained something, but like I guess breaking down old ideas to bring in new ideas. And then the card I pulled yesterday was just thinking about attainment. So yeah, but I'm gonna keep going about 10 of Wands. Excuse me. Okay, and again about the 10 of Wands, that's the story I listened to, brought it back to like taking on too many responsibilities, and that you're burdened by all these responsibilities. And it could have been something you volunteered to do, but then it became like people expected it of you, holding on to expectations of your work effort. So it also made me think about the Rainbow Gathering, because it was like when I did help out with the fire and other things, it was fun at first when it was like volunteer. Nothing was like you have to do this, but something in me was like I need to be doing this, and it was like I was pressing it on myself, like I need to help out more. But I laid back and I chilled. I helped out a little bit, but I didn't like push myself to like do anything that I didn't really want to do. But it has been times in the past where I was like this person, especially when I had like a job. But even when I was selling things on the street, because of paying rent, I used to work really hard and didn't take many breaks. To me it was like no point in taking a break, because it was like I was limited to what I could do, or at least I felt like I was limited to what I could do. So it was like, why take a break? And then I also enjoyed working, but I still think even though I enjoyed working, I was still pushing myself physically in a way that wasn't healthy. So now, strangely living on the streets, I feel more healthier. The way I work and the way my sleeping habits and stuff. It's just I get my rest and stuff, even though I might not look too rested, but I can relate to that, but relate to this card in that way. But currently, I can't think of anything that could be going on like that right now, other than the Rainbow Gathering. But again, it is about attainment. So I'm gonna look up a few more meanings. I hope these are helping. Okay. So yeah, wrapping it up. Yeah, the 10 of Wands, it seems to be about taking on too much responsibility, too much burden. It's something that you might have wanted to do at first, but then the expectations of you delivering this service has become overwhelming. So it could mean just like taking a break and reassessing the situation, paying more attention to all the responsibilities that you decided to take on, and figure out what you can drop and what you can do. Ask for help, and also set boundaries and say no to especially if people are taking advantage of the fact that you are helping. And so yeah, I hope that helps. I've definitely been that person, doing things because I thought I wanted to prove to people like I was a hard worker. I wanted people to like me, or also wanted to pay rent and make money. And so if it is anything about what is going on in my life now, I would say I am a lot more relaxed. I still in the back of my head worry about making money, even though the only thing I really spend money on is food and my travel and cell phone bill and materials to make art. So it's not like I'm really in need of money, but I suppose one day, like, it's best that I continue to make it, so just in case. But hopefully that helped, and have a good one.